Hey everyone, it's Gabe with Indigo Software. If you're wondering whether it's actually worth it to upgrade from Windows Server 2022 to Windows Server 2025, this video is going to give you a clear, honest breakdown. I'm not interested in marketing hype. We're looking strictly at the real world improvements, the security changes, and the performance gains, and whether those upgrades might matter for your business or your lab environment. Let's start with the biggest reason that most people consider upgrading, and that is security. The largest and most meaningful change in Windows Server 2025 is the security stack. Microsoft added several features that make Server 2025 a noticeably more secure OS out of the box than Server 2022. The two biggest updates are, first, we have the new secure core server enhancements. These improve firmware level protections, virtualization-based security, and kernel isolation. If you're running workloads with sensitive data or domain controllers, this is a real improvement. Second, Microsoft tightened Credential Guard LSA protection and made stronger security defaults mandatory. These harden your server against credential theft attacks that are still incredibly common today. And while Server 2022 is still secure and supported, Server 2025 is more hardened, especially for environments with domain controllers, RDS servers, or internet-facing workloads. The number two reason would be performance gains. Windows Server 2025 includes improvements to the networking stack, SMB compression performance, and general throughput. File transfers, virtual machine disk access, and backup operations feel noticeably faster when the hardware can take advantage of the changes. Another improvement is the reworked storage engine, which reduces CPU overhead on many file servers. If your environment has large shared drives or heavy I/O workloads, you'll see a difference. So is Server 2025 dramatically faster in every scenario? No, but in SMB, NAS, and virtualized setups, the performance bump is real. Server 2025 continues Microsoft's trend of improving SMB for modern networks. The three major updates are SMB over quick improvements for secure remote file access without needing a VPN. We also have SMB signing performance fixes, so enabling signing doesn't slow the server drastically, and improve SMB compression behavior for multi-gigabyte files. If your business relies on remote access, file sharing, or hybrid cloud workflows, these updates alone would make Server 2025 a strong upgrade. We also have Hyper-V improvements. The biggest updates here are faster VM start times, better nested virtualization handling, improved live migration stability, and updated virtualization security. None of these are flashy, but if you're managing multiple VMs or running a home lab, Server 2025 definitely feels more refined. For heavy virtualization environments, this upgrade makes sense. Another talking point is management and admin experience. Administration also got cleaner in Windows Server 2025. Server Manager is still there, but the newer configuration tools, including the modern File Explorer, the Taskbar, and Settings app, run much more smoothly. And there are also improvements to Windows Admin Center. Together, these updates make day-to-day admin tasks feel more modern. Another talking point is compatibility and long-term support. 2022 is supported until 2031, and 2025 extends further support into the 2030s. If you're deploying a fresh server today and want maximum lifecycle before another replacement or operating system jump, Server 2025 gives you more runway. So, should you actually upgrade? Here's the clean breakdown. If you're happy with Server 2022, everything is stable, then there's no rush. If you rely on file sharing, virtualization, or remote access, Server 2025 gives meaningful benefits. And if you're deploying a brand new server or replacing aging hardware, we would recommend choosing Server 2025. Also, if you want the longest support lifecycle, Server 2025 is a good choice. This is definitely not a mandatory upgrade, but it is a clear step forward and very stable for a first-year release. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys have any questions about anything we covered, feel free to drop those in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. If you're interested in purchasing Windows Server 2025, 2022, 2019, or other versions of Windows Server, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll have all the links in the description below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any ideas that you'd like for us to cover, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer-commented video requests get made into actual videos on our channel. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.